it's good just to be able to go, well, you do your thing, I'm doing mine. But
Mm.
talking to drama, actually, we're going to talk about our favorite franchise.
Oh god.
Oh, this is so funny. I covered the one where Jenna Ortega wasn't turning up.
Dude, I could give a fuck
I know,
less about
but
any of
it's
this.
a slow news week. There's really
Yeah.
nothing.
Well, I
There's
mean, that
nothing
is
happening. So
that is the hard thing with this time of year, because pretty much from the week before Thanksgiving until probably the end of January, Hollywood just kind of shuts down.
it's going to get worse for next year because they're
Yeah, because
uh
like the repercussions of the strike and all that shit,
yeah,
it's gonna
that's
be
going to hit,
so bad.
and they're already down. Like what was it? They're down from that. I was watching something before we started. Their figures were 9 billion 2021 or something 22, and now they're down to 8 billion. So they've actually, overall Hollywood is in the gutter, and next year's going to be a reckoning for them
Yeah, man,
because
it's
nobody's interested in most of the stuff they're pumping out.
right.
But
Yeah,
yeah,
like one of the greatest movies this year was a fucking foreign film that was subtitled. It's like Hollywood's fucked.
yeah. Somebody showed me a picture of a comic book store. They were sorry taking a video, and like American comics are like that on a shelf, and
Hmm.
all the rest is manga.
I believe it. It's honestly, man, it's so. I hate to say it because I mean, I'm a huge comic book collector. I could not be bothered to give a fuck about most modern shit. It seems like the past like 10 years, it's just gone to absolute shit. Like, I mean, of course, there's independent comics that are fantastic. Even some bigger name ones, they'll have like the diamond in the rough, but for the most part, it's like anything from the last decade, I just kind of don't give a shit about.
Yeah, you just end up going nah.
Yeah.
But that's what it is. But even in the independent space, I was starting to look into independent comics, and then they're all fighting with each other.
Oh yeah. Yeah,
So
man.
uh, they're all bitching with each other and fighting. And I'm like, you know what? I don't want to support anybody here now.
Hmm.
If that's the way he's going on, when you know that the big two hate your guts, it's like when horror creators or horror franchise, people fight in the horror space. It's
Doing
like,
that, it doesn't make
every other
sense.
genre looks down their nose at us. So what the hell are we fighting for?
Well, and the thing is, it's no detriment to anybody else when somebody's successful. All it does is it brings more attention to the genre, and it's only a good thing. Like when just some random horror movie is successful and just blows up, like
Yeah.
Terrifier 2, that was a huge deal. It making as much money as it did in theaters, one, and two, being in theaters unrated. Like that's a big fucking deal. And I mean, like it or hate it, it's only gonna benefit other horror films. And if anybody hates it because it was successful, they're just being fucking poopy pants.
Yeah, and horror's kept the cinema doors open.
Yeah, literally.
We've
Like
talked about this. It's
from
like
day
the only movies
one.
actually making money. Every other
Yeah.
one's taking losses.
Yeah, it's always been the redheaded stepchild, but it's the redheaded stepchild that pays the fucking bills
Yeah,
since the inception of cinema.
but we do have our normie film genre or
Hmm.
franchise, and this is it.
Yeah,
Like if ever
absolutely.
there
This
was
is
a friggin' normie franchise that is so mainstream, it's painful.
yeah, this is what I like to consider horror light. It's safe for everybody. It's like the Bud Light
Do you like
of
to watch scary movies?
yeah, I don't give a fuck. The only thing I like about the Scream franchise is there's a commentary for the first one with the cinematographer, I believe, and it's fucking brilliant to listen to. Every other aspect of this, nah, I don't give a fuck.
I didn't. We've had this conversation ad nauseum, and Adam's wrong. That's the most important thing to take away from it.
I mean, it really is. It really is.
Yeah, that's if you take nothing else, it's just Adam's wrong. But yeah, director Christopher Landon, no idea who that is.
Yeah,
Formerly acted Scream 7, and I'm
I've been
like,
trying to remember that name. And it's like, why do I care? Oh shit, I guess he has done quite a bit of fun stuff. Like he did the Happy Death Day movies, which I fucking loved.
They're fun. That
Did
freaky
Freaky,
one.
that was pretty good.
That was a bit noncy for my liking.
I thought it was fucking hilarious.
When you've got
But I
like
can
a
appreciate it.
fucking 40-year-old bloke going, well, I'm a teenage girl now, so I'm gonna neck off a teenage boy. And
Oh
you're like,
man, I was fucking choking to death laughing over that.
I'm like, dude, if you could go and get a rent boy if you don't have to put it in film, you know what I mean? If that's the way you want. Fucking just but yeah. We could just stop there and go, yeah, Scream 7 isn't happening. Ah well. But
no, it's still gonna happen. It's just he's smart enough to get the fuck out of there because of all their shenanigans.
Yeah. I covered the story about Jenna Ortega, and it was funny because it was such a non-news story because she'd already told them that she was filming Wednesday season 2, so she wasn't going to do it in the time frame. That was already spoken before they even planned this.
Yeah.
So it was a non-story. They're trying to attach it to Melissa Barrera, whatever the hell she did or said, but she got sacked, and then they tried to link her leaving, Jenna Ortega's leaving, even though she'd already said she wasn't doing it because she was already committed, and they didn't change the time scale. This is all just a clusterfuck.
It is. It's just they're trying to bring more attention to it than it deserves, honestly. That's kind of what it seems like to me. As far as like Jenna Ortega, man, good for her. Like I can't blame her. I'd rather be the star of my own fucking series than, a bit part in a fucking franchise that should have died decades ago.
I couldn't even I checked out after the second one. I think I've told this story 100 times, but yeah, I remember leaving the cinema going, "Oh, I've forgotten the movie already." Like before you even leave the doors, I've forgotten it. I don't even know what happened. I can't even tell you now.
I'm pretty sure I've seen the first 3. I couldn't tell you a single fucking thing about them, and they all just kind of blend together. Like the first one, I can appreciate what it did and the fact that it's Wes Craven, but just because it's Wes Craven doesn't mean that I'm gonna fucking like it. Plain and simple. It's just like John Carpenter. There's John Carpenter movies I don't like, and I fucking love John Carpenter.
Yeah, and sometimes you're wrong about them.
Fair.
Sometimes you are mistaken. It was funny going back over that when I clipped that one.
Yeah.
Going back over that, that was just like I was just laughing, going, how did we end up here? That was a complete table turn. But yeah, so he's not doing it now.
Yeah. Good for him.
Okay.
Yeah.
That is it.
Yeah, I mean, that's pretty much the entirety of the article is, hey, I'm bowing out on Twitter. It's like, cool, because I guess that's how you do things now.